Hello, mate.
Hey, mate, you alright?
Officer, what are you up to?
What are you up to?
No,
Don't come so
what
close
I'm
to me.
doing.
What are you doing?
Why are you on private property filming?
What are you doing?
Why are you on private property
Because
filming?
I can't be. Calm down, identify yourself properly, officer.
Sorry?
Why have you got a hold of me? Why have you got a hold of me?
I don't know who you are.
Let go of me. You don't need to know who I am.
Filming.
Is that a crime?
You're filming.
Straight away, we see the officer reach out and grab the auditor's arm. Under Section 3 of the Criminal Law Act 1967, officers may only use reasonable force when necessary to prevent crime or make a lawful arrest. No arrest is being made. No crime is being investigated. At this stage, it's hard to see this as anything but an unjustified use of force, possibly amounting to common assault.
Is that a crime?
On private premises.
Is that a crime?
Yeah, you're on private property.
What's the crime?
You're on private property.
What's the crime?
Right.
Let me put that down. Yeah, are you doing something stupid right now?
I'm not doing anything stupid.
What are you doing? You've just grabbed hold of me, officer.
Yeah.
You've already
I don't
crossed
know
the
who
line.
you are. No,
So behave
no, I
yourself.
haven't.
You don't need to know who I am.
Put your camera down.
What crime do you suspect me of committing?
You're on private property.
What crime do you suspect me of
filming
committing?
on private council property.
I am. What
so I want to
crime?
know why you're doing that.
You don't need to know why.
Well, you're trespassing.
Right.
Trespass by itself is generally a civil issue, not a criminal offense unless it falls under specific categories like aggravated trespass, which requires particular behaviors and intent. Here the officer claims trespass is a crime to justify detaining or removing the auditor. The auditor's calm questioning exposes how police sometimes blur legal lines to intimidate or assert control even when their legal basis is shaky.
Wrong. Civil trespass, you moron. Civil trespass,
call me a moron.
You are a moron.
Don't call me a moron.
Are you his colleague? Are you a police officer? No.
Can you put your camera down?
Why?
Because I need to speak to you. Why you're on private property
you can speak to me.
filming?
You can speak to me while the camera's on. This one's running as well. Can you identify yourself fully,
PC
officer?
Smith from the Metropolitan Police.
Right, number, station. 3 points of identification as per Metropolitan Police.
ID as a standard policy, the officer sighs clearly frustrated before finally complying. This reaction reveals more than words. A sigh like this in response to a reasonable policy-backed request signals reluctance, and ego officers are trained to provide name, badge number, and station when asked to favor its basic accountability.
No, warrant number.
Let go of me now. Let go of me.
Warrant number is 236147.
Right.
I'm attached to Jubilee House in Putney.
Right. What crime do you suspect me of committing? What crime do you suspect me of committing? Can you get out of my space?
Why are you on private property filming?
I'm not on private property. It is open to the public. This is where you made a massive mistake, officer.
You're
okay?
behind security gates.
I am very familiar.
You're filming.
I am filming. I'm doing it very openly because I want to. You've just come out of this building and grabbed a hold of me, officer. You need to be very careful how you move next. I will say whatever I want to you because you have literally just come out of this building and grabbed a hold of me, sir.
Calm yourself down.
No, you calm yourself down. You're the one that's came out and assaulted me. Do you understand? You put your hands on me. That is an assault and battery. Of course you've assaulted me. You've came out of this building and put your hands on me, sir. Right. That is assault and battery. I am going to have you in front of professional standards so fast your head is going to spin. Do you understand that?
Okay. All right.
I am well acquainted in what I can do. I don't need to tell you nothing, okay? So I think you need to wind your neck in and get back in your little office, mate, before you mess up even further, because you've already crossed the line, pal.
Right, don't shout at me.
I will say whatever I feel like.
Don't threaten me. Don't tell me what to do.
I didn't threaten you. I told you to go back in your little office and do your job properly and learn the law.
Don't worry about what I'm doing.
Telling me that trespass is a crime, you moron. You don't know what you're talking about.
Stop calling me a moron.
Because you are a moron.
Right.
What is trespass is a crime? I think you need to get on your radio and get some backup, pal, because you don't know what you're talking about. You need to get someone that does know what they're talking about, you fool. Absolute moron. Come and put your hands on a member of the public. How dare you? Think because you got a little badge, you got some sort of power? No, calm yourself down. You just put your hands on me. You have just come out of this building, put your hands on me, you fool. No one assaulted anyone. No one touched their hands on anyone. But you've just assaulted me. You've messed up to the next degree.
Rear gates.
You're going to get educated today, officer. Big time.
Islington Council offices on Laycock Street.
Yeah, I didn't expect this, did you? Why are you getting close to me? I think you need to back up, mate. You've already crossed the line.
What is your problem?
You've just come out of a building and grabbed hold of me. You grabbed hold of me. You're a police officer. What is an assault? What is an assault? You're a police officer. What is an assault? What is an assault officer? What is a battery officer? You know full well I'm right. You know.
Notice the silence here. The officer has just put his hands on the auditor. A clear example of assault and battery. Now when the auditor calls this out and asks the officer to define these offenses, the officer clams up. This refusal to answer speaks volumes. This officer likely knows the seriousness of what he just did and doesn't want to open himself up to further scrutiny or admit to breaching the law himself. This moment exposes how officers sometimes evade accountability by simply refusing to engage with legal realities when it suits them.
Absolute moron. Literally came out of the building, grabbed hold of me, guys.
So would you like to tell me what you're doing here?
I don't need to explain nothing to you. You need to learn your job, pal. Alright? You don't know what you're doing. You're a liability to the public. That's what you are. So wait until your colleagues get here. They're going to educate you, and you're going to do what's called the walk of shame, pal. I guarantee it. I guarantee you that. You've already assaulted me, so I've got you on that. What is an assault? What is an assault? Go on, define an assault since you're a police officer. You just messed up, ladies and gentlemen. He keeps scurrying away, trying to hide. He knows he's messed up. I'm not really interested. I'm not really interested in talking to you. Okay. All right, you're the wrong type of police officer that we should have in the police force. Okay, you're the sort of person that gets people hurt because you come out and you act on impulse and you don't take stock of a situation. Okay. All right, you came out, you grabbed hold of me. You commit. It's on camera. Don't lie. You know, lying is a sackable offence under the Met's disciplinary procedures. You understand that?
The auditor is completely correct in challenging the officer's denial of touching him. This is backed by clear video proof, and according to the Metropolitan Police standards, honesty is essential. Lying on duty is serious misconduct and can lead to punishment, including being fired, a real sackable offence in the Met.
Thing to do, alright? Because I will have your job off you, I guarantee you that. Because you're going to realise very, very soon how much you've messed up today. I guarantee you that. You've cost the taxpayers money, and you're going to find yourself in a disciplinary. Sorry, my love.
Yeah, no, he's fine to come in. That's fine.
Because we've got a call.
No, he's fine. Everything's
Fine.
fine.
It's fine now. Sorry, excuse me, officers. Just two things. Can I get the CAD number, please?
Yeah, it's 02.
02?
Of today's date.
Of today's date. I've got one question for you specifically.
Can I grab your name quickly?
Sorry, I'm talking to you. That's very rude.
You can talk to me, sir.
No, it's for this constable specifically.
Okay.
So I'll wait till she's finished. Very rude.
Your surname, sir. I can't really find my information. Okay, just done that.
I also want to make a complaint as well.
Against?
For an assault that took place.
That's fine. Okay.
So, my question for you is, do you regularly disobey orders from your commanding officers?
Wow. I'm not going to answer that question.
Okay, you see this flag, you know it's...
Here, the auditor points out the officer wearing a band badge, one that the Met Police officially outlawed. This isn't about rules. It's about respect. The badge symbolizes painful dark history for many people, especially those affected by discrimination and injustice. Seeing it worn openly by officers sends the wrong message and deeply offends communities who expect fairness and accountability.
Now we were gonna...
Oh no, I've got a complaint.
What's your complaint, sir? Make a complaint on the police.
No, yous are here now, so I can make a complaint with you guys.
What's your complaint, sir?
I've been assaulted.
Okay, when?
About half an hour ago.
Out here?
Yeah.
By who?
I don't know, a man pretending to be a police officer.
Did you get any shoulder numbers?
I got his ID, yeah. But he's in this building. You can go and investigate and go and get him out and speak to him about it. I can give him at a later date. I'll give you an email address. Not at this moment in time, no. I don't need to.
Well, we'll go now and check some CCTV.
Yeah, I've got camera footage here.
Okay. Do you have an email address I can contact you to get that camera?
Of course, yeah.
Yeah?
I would like that officer to remove the defaced flag though. It is the 80th anniversary of D-Day as well, so I find it even more offensive that she's flaunting that.
What's your email address?
Considering Sir Matt Rowley's banned them throughout the Metropolitan Police Force, I think it's outrageous that officers think they can disobey direct orders from their superiors. So, one second. Sorry, can you remove that please? It's very offensive. Can you ask her to remove that? You're a detective constable. Are you ranking here? You're the ranking officer here.
We're all the same rank. We're all constables.
Right, okay. Can you not ask her to remove that? 80th anniversary of D-Day, she's wearing a defaced flag that's been banned.
Are you not willing to give any details other than that email?
Not at this moment in time, no. Contact me by email, I'll provide it at a later time.
I'll contact you by email. And how did he assault you?
He came out and he grabbed hold of me. I asked him several times to let go. Eventually let go, then he grabbed hold of me again.
Okay.
And kept hold of me, and I had to ask him to let go again.
Okay. And you have footage you're willing to send, yeah?
I do have footage,
So if I
yeah.
send you a link, that'll be okay?
I'll provide that, yeah.
No worries.
You need to go and ascertain his details and
Yeah, I'm going to go and ask for a
report him. He's pretending to be a police officer because he could be impersonating a police officer as well. He doesn't know any law or anything, so who knows? Short male, white male, maybe about 5'8", 5'9". He had blue jeans on, pair of trainers. He had, I think it was a sort of tannish, sort of greenish t-shirt on. Short hair.
Your name? How did you identify himself?
He showed me a badge. He did tell me his name. I don't recall it. He told me a number. I don't recall that. And he said he was attached to somewhere outside, out Putney Way or something like that.
Okay. Well, we'll try and have a look at some CCTV, okay?
Okay.
Right.
Again, I was stood, just for your reference, I was stood about here. I'd walking down here, he'd come out this door, he was speaking to some people here, and then he came around and grabbed hold of me, which is assault and battery.
Do you have CCTV that you can use?
I do, yeah.
Do you mind if we just run
Where are we at?
Right, so they're going to save their CCTV
Okay.
and send it. Are you willing to give your full details so that we can put a crime
If
report
you
on?
contact me by email, I'll do that at a later stage. I don't feel comfortable doing it now with all these people around that I don't know.
Do you
So
want to come down to the station and give your details?
no, I don't need to do that. I'll just do it via email. It's not an issue. I've done it before that way. It's
Okay,
not a
and you
problem.
want to take further action?
Yeah, 100%. The guy's assaulted me. Did you get his details?
Yeah, I've got his details.
Have you? Right, okay. Awesome. Do you guys mind? I just need your guys' IDs if you don't mind.
Yeah.
When the auditor asks for ID, the same officer wearing the defaced badge says, "You've got my shoulder number," completely skipping the three-point identification process required by the Mets. She also seemed ready to walk off earlier and told the auditor he could make the report online. Luckily, the other officer actually took the report right there. It's unclear to why she acted this way, but it comes across as dismissive and unprofessional, like she had an ego and wasn't interested in doing her job properly.
3 point. I've got an issue.
My
I've
surname.
got an issue. My eyesight.
PC Rogers and my show number is 3344.
What station are you attached to?
And I'm attached to Frequency station.
Yeah, okay. Your colleagues don't have an issue with it. What have you got an ego for? What's your problem?
Like that, and I can give you my own number and I cannot have
It's definitely got a problem. I'm going to ask you a last time. Can you remove that monstrosity of a flag, please? That bastardised flag that you're wearing.
Contact you via email for the details.
Okay, I will have to raise a complaint because you are defying direct orders for some Matt Rowley, but have a nice day, ladies. Bye-bye.
This concludes our review of the incident. The footage highlights ongoing challenges around police accountability and transparency. Officers are entrusted with significant powers. Powers that must be exercised with integrity and respect for the public. As citizens, understanding these interactions is essential to ensure those powers are not abused. Thank you guys for watching, and I will catch all of you in the next one. Peace.